So starting with tip number one or skill number one, it's organizational skills. We have to look for ways to help our teams become more efficient. So first-time supervisors often inherit their teams, right? Most of the time, somebody else has hired these folks, and a lot of times other people have actually trained them, and we're kind of jumping in. So it's an inherited team. So if you're a first-time supervisor, a lot of times you may not have the ability to hire and build your own team. And if you do, by the way, if you're a first time supervisor and you're able to build your own team, if you're able to hire your own team members, you're like a unicorn. It's just very, very rare. So supervisors have to really master the skill of organizing a team that someone else created. And by the way, those who can do that, supervisors who can do that, they excel very, very quickly in all kinds of different organizations. So I'll give you a good example. A few years back, our marketing supervisor decided to hire some young people to help us with social media, right? I mean, the marketing team, by the way, is a fairly young team. So they're kind of into social media and that kind of stuff. That's why we hired them. But it's still very difficult to keep up with all the new trends. The longer that the older that we get, the less trendy we are. I mean, I know I'm a dad, right? So basically what she decided to do was, hey, let's hire some brand new, high school graduates, college graduates to come in and help us with social media. And that way we're staying on the cusp of being the trendsetters. And one was a graphic artist who kind of knew social media inside and out because she grew up on it. However, she had very few programming skills. So she wasn't really well versed in websites and stuff like that. So the things that the supervisor was asking her to do, they were actually fairly simple tasks, but they involved a lot of repetitious steps. And for somebody who's brand new in that task, it was kind of challenging for the young person. So to help this new employee, the supervisor typed up a checklist and created a flow chart and then posted them in like a 3-ring binder. It was a really low tech solution to kind of a high tech problem. But that little checklist that the supervisor created served as a reminder for what kind of tasks to do when this new person had completed a project. A lot of times when someone new comes into the organization, and they can kind of speed through projects much more quickly because they don't have as many time constraints. And if the supervisor is busy, then that person can kind of be sitting around going, God, what am I supposed to do now? I'm not really sure. But by simply creating a list, the supervisor kind of increased the efficiency of the team member and also reduced idle time because now that person had something to do when she had finished her next project. So a good supervisor is kind of the proverbial oil can that makes the machinery run more smoothly. It's just that the machinery here is their team members. So basically, if you want to be a good supervisor, use good supervisory skills, look for ways to organize your team in a more efficient way.